takes center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Eason. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and 2, Eason will set up the screen to Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, here's the option. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice with the arm, boy. You know.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Now Eason sliding out of the pocket. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On play action, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain.
They better be careful just getting it back to the 1-yard line. This defense, they're smelling safety right now.
And this isn't all about the offensive line. This is about everyone understanding you're trying to get away from your own goal line. And those guys on the other side of the ball, they're going to actually call it and try and get upfield and try and get a safety. They've got to be
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over. Out of bounds.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down, here's Eason.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason flushed out right. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They are, however, facing 4th down. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Blankenship's kick is good.
And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 21-yard line.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
3 and out.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 66 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the extra point.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
For Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll roll him out right. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run here with Jason Huntley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down now, Huntley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Down.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. from the gun is Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Geis. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
Stephon Diggs. 54 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 17. Bills 9.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
At the 31-yard line.
Eason on second down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, Jacob Eason. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And now it's second down.
Micah Hyde on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's got this down to the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being run and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now this time, Allen will throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. first down. This is Geis. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Off the bootleg. Eason, he'll buy some time right. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
He's brought down at the
Jerry Hughes on the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now an option play on 2nd down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
13, T.Y. Hilton. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Eason sets to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They run the counter. Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Colts 24, Bills 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 62 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing now is Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, It was enough to get them a first down, and it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Eason. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. That's all you got. Off at the 33. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
There's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he's going to try and do this himself. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now it's Hines. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's the option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They run with Hines. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The ball carrier. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Buffalo.
Here's Geis. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Final score, Colts 34.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.